What happened was I blew my ears out. They said, put the plugs in, and I was like, no, we don't have time. And it was a lot louder than I thought. That's what happens when you go to the Dish at Austin to watch the Longhorns play baseball or watch the Longhorns here at Studio 42. Kevin, you're stuck in Austin, but these boys left Austin to come here. Ivan Melendez, Dougie Hodo, Pete Hansen. Fellas, thanks so much for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So, Kev, we talked about Ivan's nickname that the nation has run with, Hispanic Titanic. More on that in a little bit, but yeah. Dougie Fresh, Dougie Doubles, Dougie Defense. Heard a lot for you, Douglas, and then Sweet Pete.
Yes,
Simple
sir.
and easy. Do you have a preference, Dougie?
I do not. Everything kind of sounds the same, so
okay.
Just roll with it.
Do you have a preference for Ivan?
Hispanic Titanic.
Okay. So you guys are all here.
Now, I do want to ask a question.
Okay, get after it.
No, I do want to ask a question. So, Ivan, Hispanic Titanic, love it. What was your nickname before that, or when did you get that if you didn't have a nickname?
Yeah, so my junior college nickname was Big Draco, but after my first fall here at Texas, October 2020, I walked in the clubhouse and our assistant coach, Coach Miller, calls me the Hispanic Titanic because, I'm one of the only Hispanics on the roster. I'm 6'2", 230, so it rhymed, and, I guess it suits me well.
And it stuck, that's for sure.
Yeah, it stuck.
So fellas, a hell of a year for the Horns, going back to Omaha for a second straight year. What's the memory you guys are going to carry with you as you kind of graduate to that next chapter of your baseball life? Pete, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I think it was just I really enjoyed spending time with the guys. I feel like from the moment we stepped in from summer classes, just especially my class in general, I feel like we bonded really well, and getting to go to work with those guys every single day and watching them improve since 2019 that summer has been, just been a blast to watch those guys, and I definitely loved every moment, and I didn't take any moment for granted.
Kevy?
Well, I want to get to Dougie a little bit because, Dougie, I want to ask you this. Your dad was a member of the 1983 College World Series team over there at UT. And, now that you've had a chance to kind of go to UT, the college life, do you respect Daddy for maybe the stuff that he did back in the day?
Yes. Just growing up and hearing all the stories, some of them sound like fantasies, growing up at least, and then kind of getting to experience those things, and almost feels like I'm having deja vu, like I've been through it before, which sounds crazy, but it was real. But yeah, just a huge blessing to kind of follow his footsteps, but also make a name for myself and help the university that I love win. So
I got you.
Win-win.
And we got to tour that place and some special facilities, an awesome place, awesome atmosphere at the Dish, and awesome staff. We hung out with Coach Pierce, but we also had Tula on the show when we were down there. Troy Tulowitzki was a part of the coaching staff and a huge part of it. So what's maybe an impact that he left on you? Talking about Tulo specifically. Go down the line, Ivan. First.
Just like everything, building that work ethic, coming to the field with, the right preparation, the right mindset, the right routine, the mental game. Tilo's real big on the mental game. Obviously, I got better at defense, and, spending 2 years here, I've definitely just grown as a hitter. I matured in the box and just, I improved a lot. And, big shout out to Tilo for getting me to where I am today.
Yeah, just to piggyback off what he's saying, all those things, and they can vouch for it too, but like when you're around Tulo, it's just a different presence. It feels like his energy's different. He's intense, but he's also laid back. I think just having his presence in our clubhouse and his experience and what he taught us was so valuable, and something that we won't take for granted and we'll always remember. So,
and he worked with you pitchers as well.
Yeah, he obviously gave the work ethic to the hitters, just kind of working with them all the time. But, as a pitcher, we saw that. And I think he kind of was obviously a great ambassador for us just because he's such a big leaguer and he's been around all these big league pitchers. So you kind of pick his brain about what these guys did on different days and stuff like that. But, yeah, no, he was great just kind of helping us with the mental game, like Ivan said. Just, really not getting too high, too low. And, it was awesome having Tulo around. He was great for us.
Sweet Pete, I got something to ask you. You're on your IG post. You have something that I love. Now, I have a little saying that I can let you guys use. It's to dare is to do, and to fear is to fail. You have something that I like. you got to bring something else to the table besides your plate. Where'd you get this? And, is this something that you kind of talk to yourself about?
You like that caption? That was, I got to give a shout out to my boy Griffin Green from Virginia Tech. I played summer ball with him and Brewster in the Cape Cod, and he was, he said that line to me, and I loved it. I asked him if I could use it as an Instagram caption. He said, go ahead. But yeah, that's a great caption, and it was very fitting for the Cape Cod as well.
Yeah, my question is actually for you, Kevin, AKA Uncle Kevin. Look, you've walked this road that our friends are about to embark on, being a pro ball player. What do you got for them? What kind of wisdom can you preach?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. One, work ethic. Work ethic, be the last one there, be the first one there. Two, it's got to live in your soul. You got to eat it, you got to drink it, you got to sleep it. Sometimes you put that phone down and just kind of dream, you know. And I always talk about, man, is having dreams, having goals, visualizing great things, and believing that you can do it, you know, because you sit there and you look at all the numbers and all the kids in spring training, and I was an undrafted guy. So I'm just speaking from experience. It doesn't matter. Yeah. If you believe, if you dream, and if you work and learn, you know what I'm saying? Listen. You don't have to listen to everybody, but just head bob and take what you do. But that's the biggest thing, man. It's just dreaming and understand that you can do it, because there's so many guys that are gonna tell you can't. You're gonna have to do this. You can't hit this way. You can't hit that way. Yes, sir. Yeah, I got it. And just do your thing. But I think that's the biggest thing, is believing in your ability, believe you can do it, and the numbers always work out.
Just to clarify, Kevin was saying be the last one out, but don't be the last one there, Kev, because then you'd be late. You meant being the first one there.
Can I say that?
Just wanted to set the record straight for the little kids watching at home. And now, you guys, we didn't have the wisdom about the dish before we went there, but Uncle Kevin's hair was taking a beating with the wind that we had there at Austin. We got some video. I mean, imagine as hitters, though, Ivan, Dougie, you don't mind when the wind's blowing out like that, though.
Not at all. But you mind when it's blowing in.
Oh, dude.
Look at you, Kev.
Yeah, see, we disagree on the wind. They like when it goes out. I like when it goes in.
So all of you guys are MLB draft prospects. And you guys were, I think, according to the rankings, everybody inside the top 200 draft prospects for this year. I want to know, first baseman, outfielder, left-handed pitcher. All right, Dougie, you take Ivan. Ivan, you take Pete. Pete, you take Doug. What is a team getting in each of you? Ivan, you go first on Pete.
On Pete, you're getting a competitor on the mound. You're getting, you're getting a chance to win that ball game with him on the mound. You know, obviously he competes every pitch. Mm-hmm. You know, shows no emotion up there. You know, if you hit him, he's not going to get rattled. He's going to get in there next pitch. He's, you know, he'll dice you up with that back foot slider, the strike thrower.
Yes, he will.
So
that's not fun.
But yeah, don't like facing him. So
I got you, Pete. What about Doug?
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun watching Doug come in. His work ethic, that puts him in the position to be successful, and you know, I think just his on-the-field competitiveness is key. Like Ivan was talking about, we pride ourselves in our competitiveness, but you know, he was our leadoff hitter all year, and he put together great ABs for the hitters behind him to kind of see all the pitches and stuff like that. But me personally, I hate facing Doug. He's kind of given me a run for my money every single time I faced him in the fall and stuff like that. So you know, he's going to grind out ABs, and he's a fun player to watch. And I mean, besides that, his defense as well it was spectacular this year. And you know, having that guy behind you, knowing that they're patrolling the outfield and all of our outfielders, it's awesome.
There was some emotion in that sigh, by the way. Yeah, he's got it. All right, Doug.
I don't like admitting it.
Last but not least, you on Ivan.
I mean, I don't think I have to say much. I think everyone already really knows, but I would just say off the field, you're getting a guy that's very humble. He could very easily brag about, okay, I'm a Golden Spikes winner, blah, 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 all this and that, but he's very humble. He puts his teammates first. He's very selfless, and he wants to win and compete, and that's the biggest thing I've taken away from Ivan. Obviously, he's a great hitter, a great player, but I think off the field is more impressive for me. So you're getting a good guy on and off the field.
Love those scouting reports, Kevy.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. Now, Dougie, I do want to get to one last question. Spanish National Honor Society in high school. That being said, I speak Spanglish, okay? Pechuga de arroz blanco, pechuga de pollo, botella de agua. My teeth are real or fake. They're $1,500 a tooth. Can you give me one sentence in Spanish that you could teach me?
I'm gonna have to pass on this. I think I forgot all my Spanish. I might have just written that down.
He's probably got some for you.
Can you pinch hit? Teach Kevin something new, because he's right. He has 7 words that he just reorders in a sentence.
Yo quiero jugar béisbol toda mi vida. Me gusta los rectas y no me gusta los cambios.
Okay.
Write all that down,
It's
Kev.
change-ups. That basically what he said is, I can't stand the change-up. Give me that four-seamer cheese, or hang that breaking ball. And that's what basically he said, right?
He passed that test.
He nailed it?
He passed it. Yeah.
Give him a ding. Yeah.